In this video, we are going to talk about functions. So, functions are rules that relate an input to an output. So sometimes you may want to look at functions as kind of like a machine. So let's say this is your machine and you have an input here, and for a specific input you would have a specific output. So let's say this is the output and this is the input. So for example's sake, let's say our machine here is a heater. Let's say this is a heater or a stove or a cooker. Okay, so if you impute rice here plus water or plus other ingredients, rice, it comes out as boiled rice, right? Boiled rice or cooked rice. So the idea is that anything you pass through this function will change to give you a specified output. Okay, so anytime you put rice into the machine, it will give you a boiled rice. If you put beans, it will give you boiled beans. Okay, so one input for one output. Okay, so let's relate this to numbers. So let's say this is still our function. This is still our function. So this is a function. Okay, and then this is the output of the function. Okay, so if you impute x into this function, the input of the function is x. Okay, so every time you impute x, you multiply x, so times x times 2. So you multiply x times 2. Okay, so the output will be y. So y is equal to 2 times x. Okay, so for every x you impute into this function, the output will be 2x. Okay, so that's the idea behind functions. So you can write the output as saying y is equal to 2x. Okay, so this output, so the output of the function y can be written as, say, y can be said to be f is a function of x. So y is a function of x. That's the output that comes out from this function. Okay, so basically you're saying that y depends on x here. Okay, so if you're talking about function, the other things you need to talk about, you need to talk about the domain of a function and the range of a function. So let's say our function that we're considering here is y equals 2x. Okay, so let's say for every input we have an output, right? So this is the input and then this is the output. So if we have an input of 1, our output here will be 2. This could be said as f is a function of x. This is the same thing as f is a function of x. So for our input of 2, the output will be 4. Our input of 3, the output will be 6. On like that and on like that. Okay, so this set of values is called our domain. So our domain is all possible values that we can impute into our function. Well, this set of values is called our range, the range of our function. So this set of values are called domain, and then this set of values is called a range. Okay, so that's it about functions. But another thing I want you to know about functions is that not all rules are functions. So let's say you have y is equal to 2x. This is a rule, and for every value of x you get a particular value of y. But say you have something like y is equal to square root of x. This is a function, but this is not a function. Okay, why? Because if you square root the value of x, you could get two possible values for y. So let's say this y is equal to, let's say this 9 for x, and then if you plug in 9 for x, square root of 9 could be plus minus 3. Okay, so if you had to plot this graph, you'd have something like this. You have your y value here, and then your x value, and then you have two, for a particular value of x, you have two intersecting values for y. So this is not a function. A function cannot give you two particular values for a particular input. A function only gives you one particular value for one value for one input. One value for one input. Okay, so that's the idea behind functions. So I've made other videos about functions. You can watch them to learn more about functions. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, share with your friends, subscribe, and leave a thumbs up.